going to be looking at the output of the moderation analysis with two continuous predictor variables. And we're going to try to predict aggression based on the hour spent gaming with the unemotional traits as a moderator. And looking at the output, we see the R and R squared, and the test if that is significant or not. And the thing that we're interested in are the beta coefficients for the different variables. So for the hour spent gaming, we can find our beta coefficient, and for our unemotional trait, we can also find this. This is tested with a t-test, and we also see the confidence intervals for this one. And finally, we also see the interaction term. So is there a different effect for different levels of the moderator? And that's essentially tested here. We can also see that this one is significant, and this indicates that we need to dig a little bit deeper to find out where the differences are exactly. So if we go down a bit, we can find the conditional effects, and we see that for the three levels that we specified, one standard deviation below the average, on the average, and one standard deviation above the average, and we find the beta coefficients at that specific level. And we see that those beta coefficients are tested against beta coefficients of 0, and we see that for all three these are significant, and we also see the upper and lower bound for the confidence intervals. We also get the Johnson-Neyman output, and these essentially provide us at different levels of the moderator, going from high levels of the moderator to low levels of the moderator, going from high unemotional traits to low unemotional traits. It provides the effect, the beta coefficient at that specific level. And again, it's tested. So here we can see at what point the slope changes from being positive to negative. And this is what we find in the Johnson-Neyman output. And finally, here we asked for the syntax to create a visualization of this. So if you double click this and select it and open a new syntax window and then paste it in, run this, and this will generate the plot for us. If we double click this, we get to the chart editor, and here we can apply fit lines to the subgroups. And what we now essentially get is the three slopes at the three different levels of the moderator, specifically the one standard deviation below at the average and one standard deviation above the mean. And these are the slopes that are associated with the output that we are shown here, the effects, the beta coefficients on these results.